Because everything the person sees in another person is true. This purity, this pure feeling, it's all true. All of this can exist between you. What does the Lord show right away? Let's say you're buying a refrigerator. What will they show you first? All the best features, you understand? But they'll never show you that it might break down. Well, that's how the Lord shows a person too. It's also a demo version. The Lord shows a girl the best qualities in a guy, otherwise there wouldn't be any children at all, you understand? He shows all the best features. The Lord says, look at this product. This person is simply amazing. That's great. The Lord opens people's hearts to each other this way. They think, oh yes, absolutely. And then they discover shortcomings, because it's impossible to live with a refrigerator and not find out its flaws. But flaws don't inspire delight, right? They don't create happiness. They create disappointment. That's why there is no pure, bright love for a lifetime, you understand? It's impossible because we are not perfect individuals. Girls look for the perfect guy, guys look for the perfect girl. They don't exist. You might ask, then why does such pure, bright love arise? Because there are two reasons. Because you are very similar to each other, you have the same fate. That means that you've really tormented each other. Similar, identical fate means identical flaws, identical problems. Harmony arises within yourself. That's why the feeling is pure and strong. That's the first reason. And the second reason is that a person is actually very pure and bright by nature. We are all immortal souls, you understand? And the soul is very pure. It has all these qualities: honesty, kindness. For example, a woman has qualities of the soul. They exist in both men and women, but they manifest in women. God manifests qualities through female nature: kindness, tenderness, beauty, caring, humility, sincerity, openness, pure-heartedness. All these qualities are naturally given to women by God. Through men, soul qualities are also manifested, such as courage, responsibility, seriousness, patience, suffering, the ability for self-sacrifice. Who dies in war? Men mostly die, they sacrifice themselves. These are also sublime qualities, you understand? Pure qualities of the soul manifest through a man. They attract women very much. Women like male qualities, men like female qualities. A novice came to his priest and said, "How can I love my wife for my whole life?" The priest said, "Do you remember what you liked about her when you met?" The novice said, "I don't really remember." "Well, try to remember." "Okay, I remembered. She was like this before me." Now know that this is true. She is like that inside, and you must remember her like that all your life, and cherish exactly that image in your heart, and build a relationship with that person, and then you will love her all your life. And if you see something else in her, forgive, endure, forget, discipline her, but remember her exactly as she was. You might ask, how can you recognize such pure, bright love when a person has pure memories of another person for their whole life? Such love exists in nature. It's a mother's love for her child. The energy of fate is in the heart. Fate surrounds the soul like a small sphere. This sphere can be completely transparent, like faceted glass. You look at it one way, it's transparent. You turn it another way, it's no longer transparent. This sphere of fate in childhood is absolutely transparent, and a mother looks at her child and sees the soul within. She sees purity, beauty in this person, that's all. And she remembers this for life. She then looks at her child and sees this purity. And even if the child does a lot of foolish things, she knows them from the inside, knows what kind of person they are. Am I right, ladies? And that's why she loves her child all her life, you understand? Now you might say, Dr. Torsunov, why didn't God do the same for men? Everything would be great then. I would see the purity all my life and would love him for life. But God didn't create such a thing for men or women so that we would develop, you understand? Otherwise, everything would be handed to us on a silver platter. And where would development come from? We need to change ourselves, develop. That's the meaning of human life, not to just have fun here and leave this world, but for us to become better. That's why God created this world, so that we would learn this real love. Love still needs to be earned. If you know how to forgive, ask for forgiveness and see purity in your loved one. Learn to see real purity, which is not easy. Then you can be happy in your family. You might say, Dr. Torsunov, I'm done. I can't see it anymore. He has cheated on me so many times, even hit me. I can't see purity in this person. I just can't anymore. What's the solution? Some who came for the first time thought, kick him out and look for another man. It won't work because God connects people. We don't create love ourselves. I found myself a husband. No, you can't find him. God found him for you. He opened his heart. He tied threads between you. He gave you the opportunity to feel this power, this purity. He created the situation. He then keeps you together. You wanted to leave 50 times already, but you couldn't. Why are you holding me? I'm not holding you, leave. It's not him holding you, but God. God keeps people together. You understand? It's his power. The energy of love doesn't belong to us. If we abandon someone, they suffer from it afterward. They agonize. God will continue to pay you back with the same price. One girl asked me a question. Dr. Torsunov, I can't get married. I said, but you left someone. She said, well, yes, but how could I not leave him? It's impossible to live with such a person. Try it yourself, Dr. Torsunov. Try living with someone like that. She listed everything for me. I said, so you were living with your fate. A person will only give you what you're meant to receive, and that's it. Do you think you'll get more from him than what you're meant to have? No, you won't. He was only giving you what you were meant to receive. She said, I understand. When will I get the next one? I said, understand, my dear, that God has plenty of men, but they are all dear to him. And he doesn't want you to leave the next one too, and then another one after that. He has pity for these men, you see. It's for your sake. She said, what should I do? I said, first make amends for what you did. First understand that you were wrong. You can't just leave a person like that. And then he will think about it. When he sees that you are ready to bear your fate, then he will give you the next one.